Happy National Beer Day, everybody.
Oh, well, I finally have a beer.
Welcome to the Deep Impact Podcast. I am your host, Bo Walker, and I am drinking a nice cold Coors Light. And I'm also joined by, introduce yourselves, guys.
Hi, I'm James.
I'm Kyle, and Bo, your energy level is at like 3 right now out of 10.
Listen, I've had a very long day at work, guys.
Oh, you act like you fired someone.
Uh-huh.
You act like you fired someone today.
I wanted to fire someone today.
Why didn't you? You have the power now.
I know, but long story. We'll get into that off podcast. But I'm pretty sure that all of us have got like the Thursday scaries that we're all dragging right now. So we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going off topic.
Cool.
And by that, I mean, we're just going to shoot the shit and just talk.
Yeah, mostly about golf because of you two.
Well, I mean, we are watching the Masters.
We are watching the Masters. They are currently underway, as well as opening day baseball 2022.
And the Penguins going to get their asses beat by the Rangers again.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But it's something that happened in the sports world today. The Pittsburgh Pirates finally opened up the checkbook and paid Ke'Bryan Hayes. Signed him to an $80 million deal over how many years is it? Like 9 years, eight years.
8 years.
8 years.
8 years. It's like 8
million.
Yeah, it's like $8.75 million a year, I believe.
Yes. And he's going to get $8.75 million for the rest of the season to sit on the bench because in the first inning of the first game of the 2022 season, he got injured.
Wait, wow. He did?
He got hurt today, but it's very minor. It's very minor.
I called it. I didn't even see it. Did they win today? No. What am I doing?
Oh, God, no.
What am I doing? Oh, jeez.
One of their
best
players got hurt. There ain't no way they're going to
win. Quickly, I know we put them in the group chat, but record predictions for the Pirates this year, 162 games. What you got?
42 and 120.
I think I said what, 61 and 101.
I was gonna say 69 because that's the other funny number, but that's too high. That's way too high. So I gotta go low. It's more realistic.
I'll go 67 and 95. I think is what I said. But that might be too generous. They may lose 110 games. They're so bad.
I think they're definitely going to be a 100-loss team this season. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
100%. They're so bad.
Listen, when you can,
119 left to go for me.
When you can sell opening day tickets for $4.12, there's something wrong.
Oh my! And that's opening day. That's off.
Well,
bad.
Little backstory: Pittsburgh zip code or their area code 112. The home opener for the Pittsburgh Pirates is on April 12th, and first pitch starts at 4:12. So they're like, "Oh, let's sell a couple tickets for $4.12." I just got on there, and they have standing room only tickets for only $15. They have lower section seats for less than 30 for the first home opener against the Cincinnati or the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, which it's like I'm kind of surprised they're that high, but this is also opening day.
It's opening day.
Yeah, opening day in one of the still best franchises in baseball, like over the whole history of the team, and it just you can't do this.
I don't know if you guys know what the Game Time app is. It's a ticket buying app that you check the prices, closer to game time and they drop, hence the name.
Are they sponsoring us?
No, they're not, but I'm giving them a shout out because Maddie and I have been able to buy tickets for a concert for $7.
What?
And it was Keith Urban. It was a prolific country artist. And I was gonna say I spent more on one beer than I did for 2 tickets.
Gosh.
I got invited this weekend by someone who goes to my church to go to a concert. It's a small person. It's one of his first venues, and for $35 a ticket.
Yep.
No, thank you. No, I'm not going to be one of 24 people there and spend $35.
Well, gentlemen,
someone I don't know or probably like their money or music.
The Pittsburgh Pirates game has officially ended. Do we want to take bets on the score?
Oh, I just got it. So,
oh, you just got it.
No idea.
Yeah.
The final score:
7-0.
St. Louis 9, Pittsburgh nothing.
We really got shut out.
We got shut out opening day.
Hey, we might get our first score on home opener.
I hope to God it doesn't take them that long.
It will.
Hey, at least they redid all the outfield seating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
distractions.
Did all that work, and there ain't anyone going to be sitting there.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say the new stuff at PNC Park. The team is awful, but the new renovations they did look really cool.
They do.
Yeah.
That is by far the most beautiful stadium in all of baseball. You cannot change my mind. Looking out over the city, especially night games, and then they have the Zambelli fireworks going off every now and then. They have like firework nights. Chef's kiss. Yeah. Beautiful.
Oh, it's a fantastic venue, and they're making the venue better. But it's like, why not spend some of that money to make your team
better,
not in the bottom 3 in payroll?
Yeah, it pains me.
You don't got to be close. Just spend like 70 to 80 million. Not what were they in the 30s this year?
I think opening day payroll was at 45 mil.
Oh my gosh!
But come 2028, look out.
Yeah. When it comes
2028,
6
baby,
years, look out.
They're making a run. You can tell I'm clearly. I don't even want to get started. I used to love the Pirates, and I just.
Are you not a Pirates fan now, or are you just fed up?
I don't care anymore. Like once I saw, kid me kind of grew up, and the rose-colored glasses kind of came off, and I saw baseball as a whole for what it really is to me, and it's just run by the owners and all that jazz. And
the three of us that are older than Jason's a couple years younger than us, we were 16 17 years old the first time in our lifetimes that this team had a winning record, because I think the last winning record was 92 and none of us were alive at that point. And they didn't have one until 2010
2013
or 2013,
which was
I
will say
our senior year of high school.
Well, no, that's that's when they beat the Reds, though. That might not have been their first winning season, but it
was either 2012 or 2013 was the first winning season. I forget if it was. I think 2012 was a winning season, and then they went to 3 straight playoffs. Yeah,
but the thing is, they also haven't. Real quick, they also have not won a full playoff series, like best of 7 playoff series, since 1979 when they won the World Series last.
Yeah, being a Pirates fan might be. It's painful.
This is a team that had Barry Bonds on it for 5 or 7 years.
Hey, everyone, shut up and let Jason talk.
Sorry.
So I will say one thing about the Pirates. I do hate them now, but like I said, when I was little, that was like my birthday present every year was we'd go to a Pirates game, stay at a hotel like right outside of Pittsburgh for the weekend. Perfect. One of those games was against the St. Louis Cardinals, and that was at the height of the pennant race. It was those two teams, and that was the 14-inning Andrew McCutchen walk-off.
Oh, that's a good game.
James, I was at your house for that game.
We were there. Live and in person. AJ Burnett hit a home run for the Pirates' first run. Clint Hurdle got tossed in the in the second inning or something.
I hated Clint Hurdle, but he was fun. He was a fun manager.
Listen, one of my favorite Twitter profiles was Clint Hurdle's chewing gum.
Oh gosh, ew. Yeah. Oh. No, the best game that I ever went to, they were getting swept by the Cubs in like one of the last series of the season. It was over 4th of July weekend. It was on 4th of July, and it was Craig Kimbrell's comeback for the Cubs, and they blew it in Pittsburgh came back by like 3 runs to win it in the bottom of the 9th and a walk-off against Craig Kimbrell and ruin his comeback. And it was amazing.
Okay, so while we're talking about that, what was the best game? So James, that was the best game you went to. Jason, the walk. I don't even remember who they played, but mine would be when we got to play the national anthem on center field.
We did that a bunch. We did that at least 3 times.
I thought it was only 2.
Sophomore, junior, senior, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say senior year then, because I was right in the middle.
I don't remember which one was which. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, I don't remember like scores of games. I remember that. I remember
I just remember us all singing. What was it? What song was that? The "Hey, must be the money" song, and that's the only part that we would sing. But we'd all stand up and scream it in the stands.
I remember that, and then I remember after we graduated. Was it after we graduated, James, that you and I went to a game and we sat like 4 rows back from the dugout?
Yeah, and they got killed that game too. But yeah, that was a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, we had free parking pass, free tickets.
Heck yeah.
That was fun. That was a good game.
Yeah, Jason, fun, spontaneous trip.
The game you were talking about, McCutcheon's walk-off homer, that was in 2015. That was on Saturday, and that ended at like 1 a.m. And I called my buddy Austin Ferguson, and me and him were texting that night and said, we got to go the next night. And the next night, it was on Sunday Night Baseball. The Pirates are never on Sunday Night Baseball, but that year they were good. And it was Sunday Night Baseball. And me and him went up. We sat upper deck, and they walked it off again. Gregory Blanca walked it off back-to-back nights. Greg Brown.
And I don't want to say I don't want to say that I called the McCutcheon walk-off for my game, but I totally did, because right before, as he was walking up, I leaned over to my dad and was like, boy, he could really hit a home run right now, and that'd be fantastic. And then it was such a weird home run too, because like it didn't look like it was going to make it out at all. And then it did. And then that place just exploded.
Yeah.
Like I have never heard that place that loud before. And I probably never will again.
I can't. I was going to say
nothing can top the Cueto dropping the ball.
That's what I was going to say.
Volume wise, I mean, I've heard that was the loudest Pittsburgh sports event that's ever happened. Mm-hmm. Just how crazy people were at that.
And then I went to the I went to the wild card game the next year. They played the Giants, and
wait, was that Giants or Cubs year?
It was.
I think it was
maybe it was Cubs and then Giants.
And then Giants, yeah.
I forget what.
I think so.
Yeah. Anyways, whenever Madison Bumgarner, it had to have been 2014 because the Giants always won on even number of years. Anyways, the Giants always were weird. Every other year, the Giants were good. Every other year, they sucked. But anyways, Madison Bumgarner came in and just tore the Pirates apart, and there was a grand slam, and the Pirates got torn apart in that game. Yeah, but the wild card game, me and my dad were there, and the Pirates got torn to shreds.
It seems to be a trend.
Yeah,
that Pirates game was not, and probably nothing will ever top my personal number one live sporting game that I've ever been to, and that was 2016 Wheeling Nailers, Reading Royals, Game 7. Riley Brace, the overtime winner. Oh my God, I get chills.
Was that when they went to the Kelly Cup Finals?
Yep.
I remember a bunch of the 4 of us went to, not the 4 of us here, but me, Bo, Mark, and Ramsey went to the game where they lost against Allen when it was in Wheeling. And that place was bumping then. I was very surprised. They lost.
I've never seen that place that packed.
So for that Game 7, it was my dad, Mark, and me. That goal was scored. I leaped into Mark's arms, hugged him, was climbing over his chair, hugged my dad because I waited my entire life to see something like that, to see that building packed and to see them have success was just amazing.
Especially being against Reading, because Reading is like, I know they aren't in the same division anymore, but they used to be like such big rivals where they would always go back and forth. And I thought that they were their biggest rival, and to beat them to go to that far was awesome.
Like so the Nailers, for their 30th anniversary season this year, released a documentary about all 30 years. And we just got ours last week or whatever. Me and Mark watched it, and it talked about everything. Like, it showed West Banco Arena being built, which I had never seen that. There were pictures from the Thunderbird era, and there's no parking garage next to it.
Wheeling Civic Center.
Yeah.
It looks so weird. But yeah, it's a very good documentary. And they, like I said, they talk about the finals run in 16 and how the city was just kind of hooked. And
it was cool. Wheeling doesn't have anything else like that. So to see him go and see him almost win was great.
I told Mark this. I want the Nailers to win. I've seen the Penguins win, and that right now that is at the top of everything. Seeing the Penguins win. I went to the parade in 16. Amazing time, amazing memories. Right now, that's at my top. The only thing to knock those down would be if the Nailers won the Kelly Cup.
Cool.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Like,
which, how far out, like, I know this is getting a little specific, but like, how far out of the playoffs are they now? Or are they probably going to miss this year, or what? I know they're what,
so
fifth or fourth?
Right now they're in a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Good. There is 6 games left, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And all of them matter.
Yeah. I mean, they're 1 point out of third, and so the top 4 in the division make it. And right now they're sitting 4th. They're 1 point behind Cincinnati in 3rd. And Cincinnati has an extremely tough remaining schedule. So if the Nailers can capitalize, they have Indy tomorrow, which is going to be tough. And then they have Toledo, who's number 1 in the division and is running away with that division.
Yeah.
They have they won it Saturday and Sunday. And then next week, Wednesday night, very well could be, for all the marbles in the regular season at least, Wednesday night they play in Kalamazoo, who is the team that they're going back and forth with for that last playoff spot. So if they make it, that's awesome. They did better than what I had hoped. Beginning of the year, I was just hoping for them to be competitive, because they haven't even been competitive since that finals run.
Yeah.
But now seeing how good they are and how far I think they can go, I want playoffs, and they're playing a little bit better. March was atrocious. They were like 2-7-1 or something like that. So not good, but they pretty much, I remember saying it earlier in a past episode, but I love what's going on right now with them. Playoffs or not, they have a solid foundation to build off of finally. They have players that want to play here, which is huge in this league. So I think playoffs right now, yeah, let's go.
Well,
Fire me up.
Good thing is they're technically in the Western Conference. So if they end up playing Tulsa is the only conceivable place that I could get to. I'm going to go to an away Nailers game if they end up playing Tulsa in the playoffs. Yeah, because
how far is Tulsa from you, James?
It's far. It's probably 5 hours, but but I mean, you have to think Wichita, the Thunder suck. They're at the back end. The Mavericks, Kansas City Mavericks, they were good. They were really good. They killed the Nailers when they came here, and I went and saw them, and then they dropped off.
You did go to see them. That's right.
And nowhere else is even remotely close to me. Oh, besides Iowa, the Heartlanders, but yeah, they're terrible too.
Yeah.
So
last night pretty much Nailers pretty much eliminated them last night.
Which are in 7th. They're last anyway. So it's not like you can really hope them out for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Oh well.
So I love how we were just like, we're just gonna bullshit tonight, and somehow we always get back to sports.
Always? What all do we have in common?
Sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Speaking of sports, the Pirates about making me give up on them, man. You know, I actually, it's hard to leave the Pittsburgh fandom, but man, the Royals are a good team to root for, even if they're not very good. They're a fun team to carry an allegiance with.
Yeah.
Honestly, once you give up on the Pirates, it is the easiest decision of your life.
No, it's not. I don't want to. I don't want to. Through
Man.
good times and bad, except Bob
I didn't want to either, but they just, like I said, those rose-colored glasses came off, and I
see. I've had these conversations before because people are like, "Why don't you just cheer for like the Indians or now the Guardians?" And like, why don't you just cheer for like someone else?
They're the Indians.
Well, all right, relax.
Guardians.
They're the Guardians.
I will die on that hill. The Guardians might be one of the worst names in all of professional.
Not worse than Commanders.
I said, all right.
Yeah, they're next to last still isn't great, but at least it's not.
The football team was better than the Commanders.
You got to like name.
For me, I've put 27 years into the Pirates and like following the farm system and following all these just god awful years, and it's like at some point it has to come through, right? Like they have to win something eventually, right?
Well, and like I said, here's my thing. So I say I gave up on them, and I did. Like I don't necessarily cheer for them, but I mean I still follow them. I'm not like, and I'm not a bandwagon person, and I don't cheer for another team. I follow Cleveland just because my dad grew up in Cleveland and grew up a Cleveland fan. So,
and they're also the next closest team, which in my opinion is like the biggest thing. It's like when you have fandom, wherever you are close to, I don't ever like sacrifice anybody, like even if they're from somewhere else. I don't call you a bandwagon if
you're not like my brother-in-law.
Yeah, but again, if your brother-in-law lived in Minnesota, if he's the one that likes Minnesota, or lived in Los Angeles, it'd be different because you can, again, if I was a Chiefs or Royals fan, it'd be one thing because I could go 10 minutes in my backyard and go see a game. Whereas if I'm a Steelers fan, I have to wait over 3 years, or a Pirates fan, 3 or 6 years for them to come here. Like,
but here's my thing.
Can't do that.
I will say my one brother-in-law is a Vikings fan. And he has been a Vikings for a couple years now, and he has stuck with them through thick and thin.
Well, Mark's a Green Bay fan. I mean, they're a better team, but Green Bay's not from around here. But you stick with it. But just being able to go to the closest team is that. Honestly, that's sports fandom. That's
he's a Minnesota fan, but then he's a Pirates fan. He's a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. He's a Penguins fan. Like he's all those. But my other brother-in-law, who is in our fantasy baseball league, who, if you're listening to this, I am talking about you, Aaron. He is a
name drop.
Yeah. He is a Dallas.
You're one of two. Now you're one.
Yeah. He is a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Oh, okay.
We're
done. Nope, we're done. We're done. I got to go anyway.
He is a Dallas Cowboys fan, a Los Angeles Lakers fan, a Los Angeles Dodgers fan. Okay. Those three right there are enough to tell you.
Well, no, because you included the Cavs.
No.
But no, what?
No.
You're a brother-in-law. Never mind.
Yeah, Ryan is the Cavaliers fan.
Doesn't he like North Carolina basketball too?
Yeah, but I like
North Carolina basketball. He likes KU basketball.
Yeah, now he's a Kansas fan.
Gosh, but
A little throwback to last week. I picked wrong in our brackets.
Rock chalk.
No, screw Kansas. UNC all the way.
Kansas is the closest major university to me.
Freaking bandwagoner.
I'm not a KU fan. OHIO, but let's go Bucks, baby.
God. But and is there anything else weighing on anybody's mind?
I forgot to look up the James Webb Telescope.
Yeah, I mean, I have an existential crisis about like what the meaning of life is, and but I don't know if we can get into that here.
Yeah, that's a podcast.
We can for the next 6 minutes, and then our time's up, and it'll have to continue next week. And you can call me at any time.
Speaking of next week, if anybody came here for Space Talk this week, we would like to sincerely apologize.
I sincerely apologize.
Are aliens real?
No.
I say aliens are real.
No.
Has anyone cut their grass yet?
No, I'm putting that off as much as possible.
James's head is shaking so quickly that his headphones are about to fall.
I don't like it. I don't like aliens, so they're not.
I think Tuesday's my grass cutting day. Tuesday looks like 71 and sunny. I think that's gonna be my grass cutting day.
Thing is once you start, you can't stop.
I don't even
no matter how cold it gets.
Think about cutting grass yet.
Yeah, I just hope my mower starts. So.
Oh yeah, at least you have one. I got to push mow my whole yard.
I got to push mow mine too.
No, I got to push mow mine.
Uh-huh.
It's too soft out there to have a riding mower.
Well,
do you have a riding mower at all?
Yeah, but
jeez, we went from sports to old man talk. Come on, we can't get any worse than this.
No. But my
you guys filed your taxes yet?
I did. I'm waiting on my tax return.
Mine came back already.
I haven't got mine yet.
So,
but no, I have to push mow mine, and it's all a hill. So I got a self-propelled that I have to wear baseball cleats to mow my grass because it's such a steep hill that I will slip and fall.
You said you have self-propelled. It doesn't go up the hill.
No, it does. But like to get myself up the hill, I have to wear cleats.
You're not that old.
No, okay. Let me rephrase. It's self-propelled, but it's still freaking heavy.
Put a rope on the end of it and then stand at the top of the hill.
If it's self-propelled, the wheels drive themselves. Like
yeah, but it's the front wheels.
Have you ever been to his house? No, you probably haven't.
Yeah, he's been there once.
Been
in the back.
I mean,
I've been on the back porch while you had to get your bucket. Yeah,
his back hill is pretty. I'm just gonna.
I need to terrace it off behind it because I have to weed eat half of the hill and mow.
Dude, you know how much work that's going to be to terrace the whole hill?
You need a backhoe to do that.
Yeah.
Nah, shovel.
Do that.
I got it.
Just complain about the hill for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Don't call me to help you do that unless you feed me and give me booze.
Bet.
Well, let me move first.
I also have a couple other home projects I'm planning on doing that I've texted Mark and Ramsey and said, hey, you guys want to contribute? I didn't text Kyle because every time I text Kyle about helping me around the house, he just, makes plans with his other friends to go golfing.
What are you talking about? I do not.
Have you not used the excuse that you've stapled carpet to the front porch to get out of something?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did. But did you?
I have never used that excuse.
That wasn't to get out of something. That was a legit excuse. I also had to watch my ceiling dry one time.
Hey, you do you, man. You live your own life.
That doesn't know, inside joke. I used to use a bunch of excuses when I didn't want to hang out. Mark has them all written down, and he used them in his speech at my wedding. But there's a lot.
All true.
I flaked a lot.
The Rangers just scored. Sad.
Oh, did they? I haven't gotten a notification yet.
Yeah.
But we do have. I know it'll be over by the time this episode's posted. The Masters. The Masters has officially started today. Today was day one.
How many days does it last?
What?
How many days does it last?
4.
Sunday.
Oh, okay. So
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
So by the time this episode premieres, it'll be over, and we'll be talking to you from the past.
Exactly. Wednesday's always the par 3 tournament, though. That's always pretty cool. They do, and then they skip across the water on number 16. But Tiger Woods is back. I'm calling it right now. You'll hear this on Monday. What's the date on Monday? I don't even know. On Monday the 11th.
The 11th.
Tiger Woods will be your 2022 Masters champion.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Yes, exactly. I'm willing it into existence.
I said Rory last week, and I'm just gonna say that I want to change my pick. So just gonna throw that out there. Penguins on a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Jeff Carter down the wing, and he left it to the back. Why? Why would you do that? You freaking are you kidding me?
You know what? Next week's episode is just going to be Kyle commentating the Penguins game.
That's ridiculous.
That's fine.
I need more of that in my life.
Color for you, buddy.
Let's just all pose like Kyle real quick. Like,
do it. Make fun of me. I'm here.
Oh, we're done. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're done now. Okay.
Where can they find us?
You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Go to our link tree, which is linked to our Facebook, our Instagram, and our Twitter, Deep Impact Podcast. And that will take you to all the places that you can find our podcast, which is Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. We post the video on YouTube. Go like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Ding!
It fails.
It doesn't. That's the only thing I look for Kyle for during this podcast. He can sit there on mute for 44 minutes, but as long as he hits that ting.
Nah, you gotta contribute.
No, go on our Twitter, our Instagram, our Facebook, and post on there. Comment. Tell us what you want to hear us talk about. When we do some drafts, tell us what you want us to draft. Give us topics to talk about.
Best sounds.
But best sounds. Why not? You know, for me, number one sound of all time is going to be the crack of a bat on a nice hard hit baseball.
Yeah, just give that away. Holy shit.
Yeah, better than a crack of a cold beer. Come on, Bo. You got
I don't know. Listen, Jason, I don't know about you.
I hope to God we never do that draft.
I think cracking open that beer today was a good intro sound.
Might be. Never know. We'll have to find out, and we'll have to listen to it.
Exactly.
I think the one that you stone colded on your back porch, I thought that one was better than
those were good. That kind of echoed. You know what? I didn't post that video. I'll go post that video here in a little bit.
All right.
God.
Are we out of gas, ladies and gentlemen?
Sorry for the lack of energy.
Yeah. This week for every single one of us was like this almost didn't happen. So we promise we'll be more energetic, or we'll at least fake it next week. We promise.
We'll be back and better than
That's right.
Every episode is like this.
Yeah, we'll be back.
I'll be back taking shots next week.
I'm gonna go take a nap, and by take a nap, I mean I'm gonna go to sleep.
I gotta go to church.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, James, you have fun at church. I'm gonna go sleep. We'll be here same time, same place next week, guys, and you can find us Deep Impact Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Linktree.
Or if that doesn't work, try Deep Impact Pod, because that's what most of our handles actually are. So
yeah. You know.
All right. Anyway, love you guys. Bye.